Hope for enjoying freedom is vital for a society that is under the yoke of a backward dictatorship. This is a vital need for Iran's society. Hope for change and living in freedom. For Iran, this hope is symbolized in Maryam Rajavi, President-elect of Iranian Resistance for the period of transmission of sovereignty to the Iranian people after regime change in Iran. October 22nd marks the anniversary of the election of Maryam Rajavi as the NCRI President-elect. This is the occasion MEK Resistance Units honor by installing posters of Maryam Rajavi. MEK Resistance Units are PMOI or MEK network inside Iran, acting against mullahs in Iran to overthrow the regime. On October 20th, resistance units installed posters of Maryam Rajavi in public places and cities. Resistance units wrote beneath this poster of Maryam Rajavi, "Women, girls, and rebellious youths are committed to stand against the regime and overthrow it." Or on this poster, they wrote, "With uprising and rebellion, we can and we must free Iran." Stressing on the role of Maryam Rajavi in Iran's society, MEK units wrote, "Maryam Rajavi is a symbol of perseverance and resistance against dictatorship." Resistance units also distributed photos and posters of Maryam Rajavi in many cities, public places, and on windshields. Some of MEK units spray-painted her image on walls or expressed their support for her by writing sentences. They wrote, "My choice is Maryam Rajavi. Iranian people's choice is Maryam Rajavi." On October 21st, resistance units installed large banners of Maryam Rajavi on bridges in many locations. They wrote, "Our choice is Maryam Rajavi." In Tabriz, northwest Iran, resistance units wrote, "A free Iran with Maryam Rajavi." In Shiraz, central Iran, they wrote, "Democracy and freedom with Maryam Rajavi." Resistance units in Tehran wrote, "It's time to overthrow the regime." They also wrote, "Maryam Rajavi is the best example of perseverance and resistance." Iranian women are the never-ending nightmare of Ali Khamenei. Resistance units in different cities did same acts and persisted on their will to overthrow the regime. It is worth mentioning that installing such banners is a dangerous task in Iran. Installing posters of the main enemy of mullah's regime can lead to heavy sentences or even death for the resistance units. In a symbolic act, resistance units perform group acts in support of Maryam Rajavi. These acts show their capacity to organize their activities. Organization enables them to act more effectively during protests and uprisings. In a series of innovative acts, the resistance units projected large images of Maryam Rajavi on buildings. These images are inspiring for many people. In Tehran, resistance units projected photo of Maryam Rajavi on a 4-story building and wrote, "We will be victorious and our homeland will be free." In Shiraz they wrote, "You can and you must achieve victory." Similar activities were carried out in different cities in Iran on the same day. The expanding activities and ranks of MEK resistance units have become the regime's real fear. State-run media and officials warn every day about the role of resistance units in protests, uprisings, and in a word, their effectiveness in overthrowing the regime.
Follow the People's Mujahedin Organization of Iran on YouTube, Facebook, X, and our website.